Her skin had already turned blue. That's definitely not looking good.
She overdosed?
No, she had cancer.
A what?
She had cancer. She passed out. She's cold.
Dispatch received a 911 call at 10:47 hours. The caller, later identified as Marcus Webb, stated his girlfriend had a history of stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He requested an ambulance but did not initiate CPR. That's from the probable cause affidavit filed in Hamilton County Municipal Court. It's a document that begins with a lie so calm, so clinically recorded, it almost sounds like a diagnosis. But the dispatcher noted something else in the call log: the caller's voice. Not panicked, not weeping, just flat as if reporting a canceled utility service. And inside room 217 of the Wayside Motor Inn, the air was already settling into a stillness that only death brings. A 7-month-old boy sat in a portable car seat on the carpet facing the bed. His line of sight never cleared the edge of the mattress. He couldn't see his mother's face. He could only hear the sudden absence of her breathing. That's the visual anchor. A child secured in a safety device, staring at a wall of fibrin foam, while a few feet away a 26-year-old woman's body was completing the early stages of rigor mortis. The heater had been running all night. The room was 78 degrees. Rigor mortis under those conditions sets in fully within the Elim call came at nearly 11 a.m. The timeline was already a weapon.
Officers responded to a welfare check at a Days Inn in Sharonville. 34-year-old Jerry Mays had not been seen or heard from for a while. Officers had learned she was in room 153 at the inn. However, when officers asked about the room, it was registered in a different person's name. When detectives knocked on the room door, Troy McHaffey cracked the door open just enough to look out, and he appeared surprised.
Before we go deeper into what the documents actually show, make sure you're subscribed to EvidenceAxis, because we don't just cover the story, we follow the evidence. The responding officer's body camera audio, time-stamped 11:03 m, captures the moment Marcus Webb opens the door.
Hello, sir. How are we doing? Is there a Jerry staying here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we just talk to her real quick?
That's what we was calling for.
What's that?
She passed out. She passed out.
She what?
She passed out.
What'd you say we just called for?
We was trying to call, yeah.
Who were you trying to call?
Police, ambulance.
Oh, you need the ambulance?
You need the ambulance right there?
Can we come in real quick?
Yeah.
When asked about Jerry, he casually told officers she was passed out. Officers stepped inside and immediately saw Jerry lying on the bed. She wasn't breathing. Her skin had already turned blue. That's definitely not looking good.
She overdosed?
No, she had cancer.
A what?
She had cancer. She passed out. She's cold, blue.
Poor Sam.
Is she bleeding or breathing?
Can you get a squad here? You got an So who are you two?
We're just people that we're seeing here.
Yeah, they came and helped me.
Who's the Okay, I don't want him rolling off the bed. Is she breathing?
No, she has significant amount of cancer.
So she's deceased.
Yes.
How long has she been deceased?
He doesn't look at the bed. He looks past the officers toward the parking lot. She's got cancer, he says. Smed, she's been sick a long time. The words are rehearsed, almost clipped, but a medical examiner will later note that the deceased, Alicia Vonn, did have a documented oncology history. That much was true. She had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer 8 earlier and was receiving palliative care. Her medical records, later subpoenaed, confirm that. Yet the autopsy would also reveal something: cancer does not cause a fresh puncture wound in the right antecubital fossa, surrounded by a small purplish hematoma. The toxicology screen would eventually return positive for fentanyl and xylazine at lethal concentrations. The cancer wasn't what stopped her heart that night. It was a hot shot. He said cancer. The autopsy said otherwise. The irony: explosion sits in the gap between the official story offered at the door and the physical evidence collected hours. While EMs confirmed death at 11:12 a.m.
I don't even. I'm so nervous. I don't know what.
You got gloves. You got gloves,
I did not. Run out. Get a couple here. I can hold the fort down.
Okay. I think she's rigor mortis.
Okay.
I'm looking for our stuff, our medical.
4 Sam. 11.
We have 82 come up here, please. Asking how to do another unit. 83 is en route.
You want me to get good gloves?
4 Sam, 14, can you start their way?
Yep. 14 of it now. Now I got Raz outside, I got my aunt outside.
Okay, well, nobody's going anywhere. This is an investigation now, guys.
Wow.
there's a dead person in the room and y'all didn't call the police.
Yeah, I'm saying the phone's been, I've been running around, they actually just got here, I'm by myself.
Okay, are you the father of this baby?
Yes, we good.
Who's the mother?
That's the mother. We've been standing around for each other for a year and a half. Us three. They just came.
Okay.
I got her medical record. I gotta find all her stuff.
Okay, well, right now, we're just gonna stand here for a second, all right? We're gonna wait for some help to come. You two are gonna go out in the hallway and you're gonna give all your information to the detective, okay?
You,
You're not going anywhere right now, sir.
I'm not doing my
any firearms, anything like that in the room?
No, you're not using your phone right now. Sir, this is a criminal investigation right now. I'm gonna take the baby for a second.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let me hold the baby for a second. Okay? Hi, what's her name? What's the baby's name?
We don't really know them very well.
You don't know them, but you're in here.
I know him, but I don't know him.
When they checked her body, rigor mortis had already set in. She had been dead for hours. In the same room were 2 other adults and a 7-month-old baby. One officer quickly took the child from Troy, focusing on the baby's safety while calling for EMS. And in no time, they arrived.
Is she capable of taking care of the child?
Yes.
All right.
What's up, guys? She's on the bed. She pleased to be deceased. Okay. So, leave that right there.
Do you guys have a rat in the hallway?
Not yet. It's going on the other way.
I need to check something. I'm gonna take the baby in the hallway real quick, okay? Make sure the baby's okay and everything.
Marcus.
Okay, I understand that. But listen, right now we've got a crime scene and I don't know what's going on and I just want to make sure everything's okay with the baby and then we'll give her back, all right?
Listen, I'm already like frustrated. I was here by myself and this is my like first
I
time.
understand. I want you to sit.
This is my girl right here.
Here's what I want you to do. Sit in this chair until the medics get done with her, okay?
It's in my honest.
I understand that. I want you to sit in the chair.
Can I at least get my phone?
No, you sit in the chair until they get done checking on her, and you're not getting up. All right. He is not to get up. Nobody is smooth. I want to make sure there's
I'm
nothing
gonna go ahead
on
and
her.
recognize them.
Yes, please do.
Okay. Hey, just so we're all clear, okay? Okay, because we told you, you gotta stay put, okay? You have the right to remain silent.
A patrol officer noticed a small canvas toiletry bag on the bathroom counter, partially unzipped. Inside 2 glassine and white powder residue, a cotton ball, a spoon with a blackened underside, and a 1 milliliter insulin syringe. The spoon was still warm to the touch.
All right, we just want to, like I said, dot the I's and cross the T's, try to figure out, let's establish the timeline, what's going on here with her, and these people, whatever. Your baby's down there, we're going to get the baby some help and all that other stuff. These gentlemen, they're good people, they're good detectives, they just want to go down there and talk to you.
I ain't fooling like that.
You what?
I'm not fooling on that, but I'm saying like, so y'all gotta take her to the ambulance.
Listen, we're not going to take her because she's dead. Well, she's passed away. The coroner's office has to come and take her. Well, all we do is just lock this whole place down, and then they got to come do their thing. We can't even touch her. Okay? All right? You got some shoes on? And if you're staying up here, depending on what the coroner does with the room, we can let you back up here and get your stuff and all that, okay?
Yeah, we'll get you back up here after we're done doing all that we gotta do, okay, Troy?
You alright? Okay?
Right. Now, and what we were talking about, these detectives are going to ask some of the same questions I did. You just got to tell them what you were telling me, okay? There's no reason that we don't believe you, okay?
Yeah,
Look, I believe you about her heart, trust me. But we have to do our report and be very accurate, so that's why they just want to talk to you, and we'll get you back here as soon as we can, okay? We're going to take care of her.
you want to take me?
Would you like me to take you to our station?
Or you want to go down with Mark? Mark will take you down?
You can ride with me, buddy.
Hey, leave us our child to experience. It's only been a year, man.
Right.
Troy just left me.
Troy, I'm Detective Wilson, okay?
Passed away on me, bro.
I understand.
any kind of death situation, obviously we have to conduct an investigation. We're not saying that there's any kind of foul play or anything like that, but we still have to conduct an investigation, okay? You understand that?
Why don't you ride me back to our PD?
Yeah, Officer Marley's going to take you back to the PD. If you will give us permission, that'll help us speed things up. Are you okay with us taking a look around the room to find out what may have contributed to this? Is that okay? We're not, if we find any drugs in the room or anything, no one's getting charged, okay?
There's no drugs in here. It's
Okay.
like health, man. I just told you guys because drugs are heart failure. She got stage 4. Like I just telling him, she was telling me all week, touch my heart,
Okay.
help me, hold me. Like
That's all stuff that'll get determined at the coroner's office when they do an autopsy. But we still have to conduct an investigation, okay?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what how everybody can probably.
Is that your child that's at the PD?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She won't even let me call
you'll
my
be
family. That's what I'm saying.
unfortunately, because we have a death investigation, we cannot let you stay in this room. We have to get you out of the
I don't
room.
want to be in the rest. I'm saying I don't want to stay in the room.
Well, let
My
officer.
lover just died.
Let
My
officer.
family's been outside. That's what I'm into. They
Let
get
officer-
calling.
Right.
They won't let me use the phone.
Remember what I said though, when it comes to a death and we have to make a
You have
notification,
to walk out.
we
I don't
don't,
have to use the day outside.
but we don't want you to call and make till
I'm
we.
not called. We can all walk
Do
outside.
you just want to stay? Do you want to go to the PD with your child, or do you just want to stay outside?
I want to stay outside. My
Okay.
I want my son
You
to
can
see this.
you can
right
stay
there.
outside, but we do need you to leave the room.
Why don't you come outside with me? All right, we'll just hang outside. We just have to do our part. That's all it is. We're not saying you're in trouble. You're not in handcuffs or nothing.
Inside the room, they found drugs, paraphernalia, and signs of trafficking. Despite denying everything, Troy was removed from the room and questioned outside.
So here's what's up, okay? You gave us consent to search your room.
You still on
written
camera?
permission. Yeah, if you don't,
Don't mind it all.
You gave us consent to search your room, right? You recall that? Okay. So we did search the room, okay? And inside the room, what we found a backpack in there, okay? Which backpack's yours? So also inside the backpack, we found 2 baggies inside of the backpack. One containing, what did you say it was? Give pen and some white powders, probably going to cook it. Hope it's not fentanyl. But that's inside your bag. What do you think it is?
They just crushed the pills.
The white stuff?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. What kind of pills? Is it probably or that's what it is? Okay. Who crushed them up?
She.
You already did say something.
No, bro, I'm saying it wasn't for her.
So do you think your DNA's will be on the baggies and stuff like that? What about the bag of your pills?
I'll put them up. And she wouldn't do this. That's what I'm saying.
So if you put them up and you've touched them, so your DNA will probably be on them. It's okay if it is. It's not that much though.
That's what I'm saying. All that, right? How y'all, that right there? That's what I'm saying. Put it up. Put it up with my name, even hers or nothing, none of that. Because you know, when you make it look like that, then it's gonna make it like.
When you say put it up,
Put it up. Put it up. Put it in the bag. I know hers. Keep it away from her so she don't gotta worry about it. Like, I put it in my stuff so she can't find it. See what I'm saying?
okay. You gotta say that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to hide. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to hide everything from her so she.
Yeah, okay.
Like, she already found it. I come in, like I tell her, I come in like.
Yeah, you talking about when she said you'll be knocking on the door and she won't answer because she's passed out?
All ready. I came from work already, knocked on the door, and she didn't even know I was there.
Did she take any of that white stuff, that powder today?
I ain't seen her. I didn't know today. She ain't been no today. She been asleep. I've been up.
Well, you said she was up. You were up from 12 to 3 a.m. Drinking Hennessy and stuff.
Yeah. We got a shower. Took a bath. I took a shower. She took a bath.
Did she do any stuff in that white bag that you had?
There ain't none of that.
Did she know it was in there?
Yeah, she knew that. She always knew that. That's all put up. No.
What about the pills? What do you think they were? David Pens?
Yeah, that's for sure that was she just got them. Yesterday. And I got mad. That's how all the arguments started happening. And I was stuck outside. So I was like, you have been stuck texting you. I'm like, where the food at? Where the food at? So you spent that much money on these dumbass bills, and you ain't got no food for us here? That's hard. Like, wow, I said it's hard, but it hurt me so much. I'm like, that's selfish. That's stupid. The baby need food. I need food. We hungry. Like, you worry about your pain, even though I know it's your pain. I know you want to kill it. I know you want to go.
Do you ever supplement your income? You ever sell any of that drugs?
The bathroom mirror had been wiped clean, but a smeared fingerprint was later lifted from the faucet handle. It matched Marcus' telephone. A landline was off the hook. The call history showed one outgoing call that morning, to a number later identified as WEF 8 a.m. not 911. Mom, that's the parallel narrative. Webb told detectives he woke up at 9:30 am to find Alicia unresponsive and cold. He said he panicked, didn't know what to do, called his mother for advice.
Jerry and confirmed there was nothing they could do. No life-saving measures were possible. As officers began asking questions, Troy's story didn't add up.
You know her first and last name, I presume?
Her name is Jerry Lynn May. She's 34 years old. Her address is 34, I think.
Jerry, your full name? G-E-R-I?
Jerry Lynn May.
Can you spell Mays for me?
M-A.
You guys staying in here?
I've been staying here for months.
What is, how long has she been like this?
Damn, I don't even. I got up at like 9:30. Now I waited for like 10, 20 minutes to see. I put her in the tub. Bring her back.
So you put her in the tub?
Yeah, I tried to hit her with the water. I don't know what's wrong with her. I tried to wake her up. I don't know. So I like.
When did you do all that?
Since recently, I've been moving all the time and stuff. I'm sweating now. I've been doing it.
12 hours ago, 2 hours ago.
I don't know. It was this morning. So it just happened in a matter of an hour, 2 hours.
Who were you two?
We were just coming to help.
Right, I just called so many people that's outside. She won't let me get my list.
They were supposed to move
She
it.
won't let me answer my
It
phone.
seems you called so many people before calling the police or an ambulance here.
That's what I've been right here where I can't move. I don't have no car and I got a whole baby, bro. I can't move. I've been waiting for rides.
Okay, but nobody, she's been like this for a while and you didn't call an ambulance and you didn't call the police.
I had my people call, my phone been
Why didn't you just call?
My phone's been dead. Like literally, like it's been dead. I can't even touch my look at my phone, man. Like I can't touch it. I have a control of a baby too at that. Like this is a first experience. I don't like when I'm waiting. I can call 20 people.
Okay, but if you had time to call 20 people, why didn't you call the ambulance or police first? Is my question.
I did.
We never got a call.
I don't know what they be doing here. I just go call the ambulance. Like my girl, she passed out. I don't know. So they want me to call, just call them. Okay, call them this time. Just come over here. Everybody just get over here.
He claimed his phone was dead, but then he said he called a lot of people for.
But the motel's electronic keycard log obtained via warrant tells a different story.
So it was 15 minutes before.
Yes.
Okay.
And he said that he'd already called somebody, so we were just talking about we're gonna call somebody if nobody called.
Okay.
You guys can be honest with this. Yep, let's walk down here. See what?
That's why somebody called me. Check.
We do have a we do owe a little bit of money in our van. My sash and my boss's van, but for last.
Are you out by the car somewhere?
He woke us up about 15 minutes ago.
Woke you up? Or you guys passed out?
Yeah.
Okay, from drugs?
No, just sleeping.
We stayed up pretty late last night.
Yeah, we did smoke crack.
Last night, but so you've been here since last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we woke up at 5
Alright, that's what I want right now, is the truth.
And
Okay.
she was up at 5 o'clock this morning. And
We heard her home.
He was up at 5 a.m. this morning?
And she was talking about her chest hurting then. And I heard him ask her, what do you want me to do? And I'm arguing over it. And She said no.
She said no, she didn't want to phone? Okay. So how
I was
long?
half asleep, so I don't really heard talking to one another.
Last night, yeah.
Okay, so how long has she been like that?
We don't know. He just woke us up 15 minutes ago.
Okay, and you guys were out
Since
Do you need a hand, Cody?
He said, well, he woke up at 9:30, he said.
It's over this way? Yeah, back here.
So,
Okay, when you guys woke up, where was she at?
on the bed.
She was on the bed just like that? And that was 15 minutes before we got here? Okay.
a few minutes to walk over that.
It was about 15 minutes. So we knocked on the door.
And you said what?
Somebody knocked on the door.
Why did housekeeping knock on the door?
To check to see if they were gonna pay.
11 o'clock or something.
Okay. And then what did he tell them?
I don't know. We were sleeping.
Oh, okay.
He said that he told them to call.
What did you say about holding you hostage in the room?
He told us that we weren't allowed to go nowhere. Like, we were trying to come out of here to call somebody. Because that room phone doesn't work.
Well, luckily we don't have no phone. Our phones are off.
Your phones are off?
Yeah.
Did he make you turn the phones off?
No, they're
They're dead. There was not no service.
Okay, so when you were in the room, he woke you up 15 minutes before we got here.
And
You were
said that
asleep.
somebody's on their way to get us. We lost it.
He said somebody's on their way to get you guys? And who was
We weren't
that?
leaving. I don't know. We were sitting right there. He told us to go and go out to the car. Hurry. We was like, we didn't go nowhere.
Okay, so he wasn't holding you hostage.
not holding us.
He was holding us to his people back here.
Okay, and he said somebody was gonna come pick you up or something?
And he said nobody's leaving the room right now.
Get out of there. How did you guys get here?
Well, my van actually broke down, so we got dropped off.
Her mom yesterday from work.
Okay.
But we didn't want to see
What didn't you want to say in there?
Anything about him.
You what? What are you scared of? Why?
Just the way he talked.
Has he been violent towards you guys?
Just like very demanding.
You don't have any firearms or anything in the room right now?
We don't.
I think he does.
I think he does, but we don't know. Like, we're not.
I've never seen it.
Last night.
I've heard him say, I'm gonna use Jimmy.
Okay, but you don't know of any firearms in there right now?
Very possible.
Okay.
Because he has been violent before.
Towards you guys?
Towards me, not towards him, towards me.
He's hurt you in the past?
Not hurt me, but he's just been.
We've only known him for like a month.
Not even that. Well, I went to school with him.
Gotcha. He's a dealer?
I didn't know that one.
I presume he's a dealer.
As Heather spoke, Charles suddenly cut in and said they needed to tell the truth. That's when they admitted Troy had woken them up shortly before police arrived, told them not to leave, and claimed help was already on the way. But that wasn't all.
Did the mother of the child, did she
smoked crack.
She smoked crack last
That's
night?
one reason we were here. She was friends with her since she met him. Or back met him.
Do you know she actually has cancer?
Yeah, she does.
She does
Well,
have
she
cancer?
said that. We don't know.
I think she's actually.
Technically, we don't know nothing about them, really.
You think she's pregnant?
I heard her talking about it. She might be pregnant because her legs are swollen.
Okay, she said that?
Yeah.
Jerry said that?
Like, we don't know really any information about her, but just
He
what,
never put his hands on her.
but what they say, you know what I mean? What we hear them say.
They were arguing last night. And she, at some point this morning, or last night, said that her chest hurt. Which, when?
That was probably.
No, midnight. But he went to bed like around 1. We all went to bed around like 3, and she was fine.
We never
The
really did
reports for it.
smoke
You
crack.
could probably make it a public service on your way down.
And she smoked crack last night. You know she smoked any crack this morning?
Property on Monday.
We don't know. We were sleeping, so
Break the public service if you need a ride. Send it to you.
we don't know when she was awake. You know,
When's the last time you know that she was alive?
like 5.
5 o'clock this morning because you heard them arguing?
I think that's when she said something about her chest hurt.
That was when you heard her say her chest hurt?
We were just laying on the bed, kind of going, you know,
Half asleep.
half asleep, half awake.
Okay.
But she always said that.
That her chest hurt?
She always complained about her chest hurt, and she always said that her heart felt like it was down here.
They also revealed Troy was dealing drugs and that Jerry,
Rube 217's door was opened at 3:07 a.m. and then not again until 2:41 a.m. A housekeeper on the third floor at Investigator, she heard a man's voice shouting inside the room around 3:30 a.m. She didn't call the police. Guests argued all the time. What she heard next, though, she'd never forget: a baby crying uninterrupted for what she guessed was over an hour. Then silence again. The child had been in that room with a corpse and a man who would not dial 3 digits because it might invite question. Delta's inside the toiletry bag. Now the ticking clock moment. Here is the question that reframes this entire case. If the death was a slow, inevitable result of terminal cancer, why did every minute between 3 a.m. and 2:41 a.m. matter so desperately? Cancer doesn't require you to wipe down a bathroom counter. Cancer doesn't compel you to call 6 friends and your mother before finally dialing 911 only after the motel manager dialed low for late checkout. What Marcus Webb was doing during those 7 hours wasn't mourning. It was stage management. And the truly terrifying part, the thriller element, is this: how much fentanyl remains in a room's air supply when the powder is heated on a spoon and the ventilation is turned off. A 7-month-old's respiratory rate is 3 times faster than an adult's. What was that baby breathing in? Hour after waited for the body to cool enough to fit his narrative. He said cancer. The autopsy said otherwise. The hard evidence arrived 6 weeks later with the full coroner's report. Cause of death: acute fentanyl and xylazine intoxication, manner of death accident. But the toxicologist also flagged something else. Alicia Vonn's blood contained trace amounts of Naloxone, the overdose reversal drug, below the therapeutic threshold, but not in time and not in sufficient quantity. Webb's phone, extracted by the digital forensics lab, contained a deleted message thread with a contact saved as D. The text from that night: need something strong. She heard got that fire 40 a bag at 20:02 m. Them at 3:18 a.m. Is she out? She not waking up? Give her Naloxone. I gave you some. I did. No call to 911. The message at 4:01 a.m. was to his mother: Mom, pray for Alicia gone. And then at 4:07 a.m. to a different contact: Yo, can you come get this baby? I can't. 7 hours later, the child was still there. The felony indictment filed in Hamilton County charges Wade with endangering children, a 3rd-degree felony, and failure to report a death, a misdemeanor of the 1st degree.
Face that way. Yeah, we gotta switch up because when you come out, just face this way. Get your phones.
What all you got in your pockets?
It's got 2 phones and an AirPod.
2 phones, AirPod?
You can check yourself.
Here, I'm gonna slide these. I gotta slide these down. I'll put one underneath here. Go on.
Airburton area, temperatures are E916, constantly air of 800 building, Airburton.
Hold on a second. Well, I'm taking theirs off. Then I'll adjust mine.
I'll give it
Alright. Let's get your hands adjusted here.
Is this for felony child endangering or child support?
What's that?
Is this for child support or child endangering?
Child endangering.
Child endangering, okay.
And another warrant for not reporting the death of somebody or something.
Another warrant.
This for child endangering.
There's 2 of them actually.
It only shows us. Yeah, and it's for child endangering. I thought maybe it was for child support. The other one's, that happened in 2021.
No, I have 2 charges with him.
Oh, you have 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I only show 1. Okay.
Yeah. He was at a hotel at our office, and a lady was in there dead for like 12 hours or something. Come on, walk on this side. On that side.
You want to adjust this more?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty right. Oh, yeah, make it a little more.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sitting on my wrist, right?
Yeah, I'll put it over there, man. You got any questions about anything, man?
I wish I could.
Okay.
Where are we going first? Where are we going?
We're going to Justice Center.
Yeah, that's what was so confusing.
What do you mean?
I thought, why they couldn't take this thing?
Because it's our warrant. It's our original warrant.
And I ain't getting no warrant copy. I ain't getting no information.
We just filed charges on you.
How? That's what I'm saying. Like, they sent me papers to go to court. Like, that don't even make sense.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
The child endangerment count carries a maximum of 36 months in prison. The affidavit of probable cause details how galled diaper, mild dehydration and a low-grade fever, consistent with prolonged exposure to an overheated room. But the charge sheet will never fully capture what the body camera shows: that baby's eyes, wide but unfocused, tracking the uniformed strangers, as one officer gently lifted the car seat and carried him into the hallway, where the air was finally clean. We are left with one unanswered question. Not whether Marcus Webb loved Alicia Vonn. Not whether her cancer would eventually taken her. The question is, why did a man who had Naloxone in his possession, who knew how to use it, choose to text a prayer request to his mother instead of dialing 911? And the answer lies: calibration of self-preservation. Because a death by cancer is a tragedy. A death by overdose is a crime scene. And a crime scene would have exposed the distribution network, the paraphernalia, the child sleeping next to a nightstand covered in residue.
Nothing in your phone that would influence you in drug trafficking at all. Like here, I got a 10, I got a 20, I got a bag. Anything like that. I don't know what they're calling you OG for. Somebody have called you OG? You don't go by OG? No? Okay. What's your street name? You don't? Somebody said OG or something.
My name, my regular name, everybody call me.
But here's my
Double two.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Double names, Choi, or...
Now let me get this right, because you said this when we were back at the PD. I just want to remember. The uncle we talked about, you were trying to kind of keep her away because that's where she would get that stuff or do something.
I think that's the only way, because he come back as far as...
Is it possible that if he came and visited last night that she got some from him and we didn't know? Because it sounds like she kind of wanted to hide it from you.
Possible, because
Okay.
again, I was stuck in a car for 12 hours yesterday.
How old is Jim?
50.
Troy.
So the choice wasn't between life and death, it was between being a grieving boyfriend and being a defendant. He said otherwise. The full toxicology report is public record. Exhibit 14A in State of Ohio v. Marcus Webb. Case number B24012 We've linked it in the description. Go to page 4, the section labeled vitreous humor analysis, and look at the fentanyl concentration: 28 nanograms per milliliter. That's 4 times the lethal threshold for an opioid-naive adult. Now ask yourself, how many hours can a person survive with that concentration before cardiac arrest? And why, in the space between midnight and morning, did the one adult in that room choose silence over sirens? Leave your analysis in the comments. Make sure you like this video, share it, and subscribe to EvidenceAxis with notifications turned on. We don't just follow the narrative, we follow the evidence.